This is the sound of Tijuana's booming maquiladora industry, the daily thunder from thousands of cargo trucks shipping goods into the U.S. through the Otay Mesa border crossing. And these trucks carry everything from Topo Chico hard seltzer to Toyota Tacomas assembled just outside Tecate. Each one is a sign of what's shaping up to be a new roaring 20s for Tijuana's maquiladoras, which are manufacturing and warehousing facilities along the southern border.
This is undoubtedly the most exciting and the most dynamic time period we've had in the maquiladora industry for decades.
Ernesto Bravo works for Tecma, a company that helps foreign businesses move to Mexico, and they've been doing it since the 1980s. So that makes Bravo a resident historian for the bustling border town's maquiladora industry.
The industry was born really in the 70s. It grew significantly in the 80s and the 90s. In the 2000s was a bit of a challenging period with China coming into the WTO, the World Trade Organization, and enjoying certain benefits in terms of international trade with customs and duties and all that kind of thing. A lot of manufacturers actually migrated to China.
But over the last few years, those companies that left, they're coming back.
We have seen reverse migration, if you want to say, from Asia to Mexico as companies realize that they need to be closer to their clients, and with the U.S. being the number one market in the world for everything, virtually, you want to be the closest place you can be and still enjoy somewhat of a low cost of labor relative to other countries. Mexico is definitely your closest choice to get into the U.S. market.
The pandemic has made it abundantly clear that saving money by shifting manufacturing away from North America is a bad bet. Mauricio Tortolero heads the real estate division at the TP legal law firm in Tijuana. He witnessed firsthand what happened to businesses that expanded supply chains before the pandemic. One of his clients thought they could save money by opening a manufacturing facility in South America, but...
And when the COVID situation started, that product wasn't able to come or to arrive here in Mexico or in the US in time. So all their operation got delayed, and it was a big problem for the company. So now that they saw that, well, we cannot set up all the way to South America, even though this and this, we may have this and this benefit, we need to set up closer.
The fastest growing sector in Tijuana's maquiladora industry has been fulfillment centers. These are essentially repackaging and shipping warehouses that take advantage of a little-known section of the U.S. tariff code to avoid paying fees on certain imports. Under Section 321, companies don't have to pay fees as long as they ship items worth $800 or less directly to U.S. customers. So instead of shipping items in bulk into the country, companies are setting up fulfillment centers just south of the border. The result is these centers are popping up all over Tijuana. Compared to just a year ago, the growth has been...
10 times at least. 10 times, and we know that probably is going to grow more.
Adriana Eguia works for Vesta, one of the biggest industrial developers in the region. She says the popularity of fulfillment centers is driven by changes in how we shop, as much as it is by disruptions in the global supply chain.
We used to go to shopping centers physically, but now, since a lot of people are now into lockdowns or need to be at home, and there's money also still coming to the homes, people are doing that, right? They're buying things from home, and since you need a structure for that to happen, that's why Tijuana changed a lot in terms of now having fulfillment centers because of the demand.
Experts who follow Tijuana's maquiladora industry are bullish on the market. Demand is high, and the underlying conditions behind this boom don't seem to be going away anytime soon.
Unless there is a change or unless there is a specific, something catastrophic happens, I think that we will continue to see growth in the sector.
But there is at least one big potential roadblock: Tijuana's infrastructure. Businesses need stable sources of water and power to run warehouses. They need roads to transport goods across the border. And they need a reliable transit system for their employees to get to work on time. Historically, Tijuana has not invested in infrastructure, and that could come back to haunt the city.
What needs to happen now is a lot of will from governments and business people to put on investment into the infrastructures of the cities, because if we keep on growing and there's no more roads and security and lighting and everything that the city needs in order for keep on the growth, it's going to collapse.
But for now, expect the trucks to keep on rolling at Otay Mesa. Gustavo Solis, KPBS News.